सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति। सुखं नित्यं स्वप्रकाशं व्यापकं नामरूपयोः अधिष्ठानं बुद्धिबोध्यं बुद्धिर्दृग्यत्तु निर्मलम् अपारं सर्ववेदान्तवेद्यं प्रत्यक्परं महः तदेवाहं न मत्तोऽन्यदिति मे निश्चितामतिः। So in Chit Chaturvidyavada, 4 types of Chaitanyam were mentioned, and the essence of that discussion is that Jiva and Ishvara are considered to be Bhinna based on only Chidabhasa, which is the Mithya aspect of Jiva, and based on the Chaitanya aspect, which is Satyam, there is Abheda. Therefore, Swarupa Bhedat Jiva Brahmanoho Bhedaha, that is not correct, because the Swarupa of Jiva and Brahma is one. That is the answer. Then Dvasuparna Sayuja, for that answer is given that in Dvasuparna Sayuja, Purvapakshi or Shishya thought that 2 birds are representing Jiva and Ishvara. That idea is dismissed and said it is not Jiva and Ishvara represented by these 2 birds, but Chidabhasa aspect of Jiva and Kutastha aspect of Jiva. These 2 aspects are represented by 2 birds, and out of that the description will match. The Chidabhasa Rupa Jiva is experiencing karma phala, Swaduvatti, and Anashdan Anyo Abhichakashviti, Kutastha Chaitanya is Sakshi, and it just watches. So Chidabhasa and Kutastha are described, and therefore this Shruti does not talk about the Bheda between Jiva and Ishvara. It just talks about the 2 birds having 2 different characteristics. One is having Bhoktrutva, other is not having Bhoktrutva. And what is having Bhoktrutva is Mithya, and what is not having Bhoktrutva is Satyam. And therefore, it is not that Jiva Ishvara Bheda is talked about, it is revealing the difference between the Chidabhasa characteristic and the nature of this Kutastha Chaitanya. And then in 187 it was said, Chaitanya Bhasa eva karma karta phaladata cha natu shuddha Chaitanyam. The Chidabhasa in Jiva, Chidabhasa aspect of Jiva is the doer of action, and Chidabhasa aspect of Ishvara is the Phaladata. Shuddha Chaitanyam, pure consciousness behind the Jiva, which is called Kutastha Chaitanyam, and pure consciousness which is behind Ishvara, which is called Brahma Chaitanyam. In that, na kapi varta asti, there is no news, means nothing happens to that Kutastha Chaitanyam when activities are happening. Jivagata Chaitanyamshe karma kartrutvavat phala bhoktrutva rupa sambandha na vartate. In the consciousness which is obtaining in Jiva, there is no sambandha of being karma karta, and also phala bhoktrutva sambandha also is not there. Similarly, Ishvaragata Chaitanya, in that also karma phala datrutvam is not there. One who considers that Chaitanya is karma karta and phaladata, sa murkha eva. Why? Because Chaitanya always remains one uniform asangaha. There is no difference between the Chaitanya behind Jiva and Ishvara. And one who considers the Jiva, the Bheda of the Chaitanya behind Jiva and Ishvara, sa vigarhyaha, that person is criticized in Shastra. Then Shruti Vakyas were given Brahmatam Paradatyo Anyatra Atmano Brahma Veda, etc. So any idea of difference at the level of consciousness is criticized in Shastra. Etena, that also we had seen, no? Etena. Jiveshwara Yoho Aikyabhyupagame. When oneness of Jiva and Aishwarya is understood, then Karmopasana Pratipadaka Veda Bhaga Anushtatru Abhavat Nirarthaka Syat. That was the question raised. If Jiva and Ishvara are one, then Jiva is not there to become the Anushtata of karma, because Jiva is one with Ishvara. Ishvara doesn't have to do karma. Therefore, there is no adhikari for karma or upasana. Therefore, karma upasana pratipadaka veda bhaga called karma kanda will be nirarthaka. That doubt also is raised. That doubt also is answered, not raised. Samahita, answered. Raised and now answered. How? The Jiveshwaranugata Chaitanya Bhagayoho Abhedaha Abhasa Bhagayoho Bhedaha cha asti. So Abhasa Bhaga has got Bheda, and based on that Bheda, this Pujya Pujaka Bhava is possible, Upasya Upasaka Bhava is possible, and Jiveshwara Anugata Chaitanya Abheda is there, therefore Vedanta also is possible. So Advaita Vedanti has got two channels, Vyavaharika channel 1 and the Prarvartika channel 1. So depending upon the subject matter, he will be, flipping to, changing to different channel. When Karma Kanda portion, he said Vyavaharika channel. And when Jiva Brahma Aikya, he said, then Paramarthika channel. Both the channels are there. And therefore, this Advaita Vedanti doesn't have any problem. How will I manage this sentence? That Manaha na Khidyate. Anytime any question is asked, he has got this clarity that any contradiction can be resolved based on the level difference. Appropriate channel you start. So he is talking about what about karma upasana? Vyavaharika channel. Chalta hai. So it will manage. And if he said, but then how they can be one? The Paramarthika channel. So depending upon the subject matter of Vedas, both are presented. So Vyavaharika Drishtya, otherwise called Upadi Drishtya or Aupadika Drishtya, Bhedaha. Therefore Karma Kanda is valid. Swarupa Drishtya, Abhedaha. Therefore Advaita Vedanta is valid. So no problem. Only Vedanti can do this. Advaita Vedanti can do this. These other people can handle Vyavahara, because for them everything is Paramarthika. They can handle. But they cannot handle this Aikya. Oneness they cannot handle. Therefore they say oneness is Aupacharika. Or they will say Tattvamasi means Tasyatvamasi. Samasa Vigraha Tasyatvamasi. Or Atattvamasi. Atma is then Tat Satyam Sa Atma Tattvamasi. So you are not that. Atattvamasi. You are different from Tat. Tat is that Ishvara. Atat means not that Ishvara. So don't think you are that Ishvara. So you should never think that you are God. How can you be God? So you are not God. So that is how they manage somehow. Whereas we don't have to manage in this manner. You say you are. Therefore, Ubhaya Vidayoho api Veda Bhagayoho Pramanyam Samanjasam. Ubhaya Veda means the Jnana Kanda and Karma Kanda, both Bhaga has got Pramanyam. Samanjasam is proper, tenable. Alright. Now, next one. I think up to this we had seen. Next one is Jiva Brahmanoho Lakshyartha Bheda Sambhavat Aham Brahma iti Janiyat iti Guroho Upadesha. So he is now what is called the recapturing and the condensing the what he has told to conclude the topic. Now is conclusion. In conclusion, he is giving the what is called summary and the essence of what has been told, and how the Jiva Brahma Aikya is presented in a technical manner. In the Vachyartha Lakshyartha language he presents. Hey Somya, त्वत्कृत प्रश्नद्वय मध्ये एकस्मिन् वृक्षे द्वौ पक्षिणौ स्तः तयोः एकः भोक्ता अपरः निरीहः अत जीव ब्रह्म ऐक्यं न घटते इति हि प्रथम प्रश्न. First he restates the question. Hey Soumya, त्वत्कृत प्रश्नद्वय मध्ये, among the two questions you had raised, and two questions here is referring to this Pramanagata Samshaya, two questions. In that, because Swarupa Veda, that is already answered. But in Pramanagata, two questions were there. One is the Shruti Virodha, other is Karmakanda Upasana Pratipadana Virodha. So first one, Ekasmin Vrukshe, Dvo Pakshinaustah. On one tree there are two birds. Tayoho, of these two birds, Ekaha Bhokta. One is the experiencer of the result of karma. Aparaha, the other one is Nirihaha. Niriha means free from any action. Iha has got both the meaning, desire and action. So here action, free from any action. And free from action means therefore free from the result of action. That also has to be understood to contrast with the previous one. Nirgata Iha Yasmat Saha Nirihaha. And Iha means Cheshta. Tat Phalam Cha. So Ishvara, the other one is free from action, free from the result of action. Ataha, therefore means because of this difference between the Jiva and Brahma, Jiva Brahma Aikyam na ghatate. The oneness between Jiva and Brahman is not possible. Itihi prathamaha prashnaha. Indeed, in this manner was first question. Perhaps Shishya might have forgotten. What Swamiji asked? So, Guru is reminding us. This is first question. Because they ask so many questions, after they will forget. So, iti prathama prashna. Tatra, with regard to that prathama prashna, evam samadhanam uktam. The answer is given in this manner. Answer is told in this manner. What is the answer is given? Eka vrukshastha pakshinoho madhye. Eka vrukshastha pakshinoho madhye. Ekaha kutastha. Aparaha buddho pratifalita chidabhasaha. Iti evam grahyam. Natu jiva paramatmanau. Iti grahyam iti. एतयोः घटाकाशस्य आकाशच्छायायाः च इव भेदः इति च उक्तम्. So he is telling that this answer is already been told. What is that? Ghata ekavruksastha pakshinoho madhye. Between the two birds standing on one, sitting on one tree. Eka vrukshastha pakshinoho. Eka vrukshasthau cha tau pakshinau. Eka vrukshastha pakshinau. Madhye. Between the two birds standing or sitting on the same tree, Ekaha kutasthaha. One is the changeless consciousness. Aparaha, the second one, the next one is Buddho pratiphalita chidabhasaha. The consciousness, reflected consciousness obtaining in the buddhi. That is iti evam grahyam. In this manner it should be understood. Means by the two birds we should understand Kutastha Chaitanya and Chidabhasa. So Chidabhasa is comparable to the fruit eating bird and Kutastha Chaitanya is just watching bird. Iti evam, in this manner grahyam should be understood. Natu jiva paramatmanau iti grahyam. Natu jiva paramatmanau means Pakshitvena jiva paramatmanau iti na grahyam. Those two birds are Jiva and Paramatma. In this manner it should not be understood. Is it clear? Etayoho ghatakashasya akashachhayayaha cha iva bhedaha. Between this Jiva and Paramatma, ghatakashasya akash. Ghatakashasya Akashachayaya. Okay. The difference between the Kutastha and the Chidabhasa is like what? Etayoho. Ghatakasha. The difference between how Ghatakasha and the reflection of the Akasha, how there is a Bheda. Similarly, there is a Bheda between the Kutastha, similarly Kutastha Chaitanyam and Chidabhasa. Is it clear? Etayoho means Kutastha Chidabhasayoho भेदः कीदृशः घटाकाशस्य आकाशछायायाः. Just as there is a difference between the akasha chaya, the reflection of space in the pot water, and ghatakasha, the space occupied by pot. The space occupied by pot is a bimba chaitanyam, is a bimba akasha, and the space reflected in the water of the pot is a pratibimba akasha. So between bimba akasha and pratibimba akasha there is a bhedaha. So means they are not identical. Therefore when we are saying that jiva, these two birds are different, the difference between the two birds can be justified in this manner. So two birds are there, we accept. And by saying that there are two birds on the same tree, the difference between the two entities is suggested. That we accept. And how do we justify the difference? We say that Kutastha Chaitanyam and this Chidabhasa have got Bheda. Bheda like what? Difference like what? Just as the Ghatakasha and Akasha Pratibimba or Pratibimba Akasha, how they have got difference? Similarly, there is a difference between the Kutastha Chaitanyam and this Chidabhasa. And therefore, what is said in that Shruti, Dvasuparna Sayuja Sakhayo, where Bheda is talked about, that Bheda should not be understood to be the Bheda between Jiva and Ishvara, but Bheda should be understood as Bheda between the Kutastha and Chidabhasa. Iti cha uktam. In this manner it is told. Not in these words, but it has been by giving the definition of Kutastha and by giving the definition of Chidabhasa, this type of difference is told. Iti cha uktam. Alright. And therefore, the answer to that objection that Dvasuparna Sayuja Sakhayo are talking about the difference between Jiva and Ishvara is answered. How? That they are not Jiva and Ishvara talked about, Kutastha Chidabhasa are talked about, they have difference and we accept that difference. Alright. In other words, that Shruti Dvasuparna is establishing the Bheda, that idea you are giving is wrong. Because you are considering two birds as representative of Jiva and Ishvara. That itself is not correct. Alright. Now, Twadukta Vitiya Prashna Ritya Na Jivaha. Now 2a is answered. Now 2b is taken up. Tvatkruta Dvitiya Prashna Ritya Na Jivaha Karmopasanayoho Karta Na api Ishvaraha Tat Phaladata Kintu Tau Chidabhaso Eva. Your second question was that Jiva is Karma Upasana Karta and Ishvara is Karma Phaladata, and Karma Karta and Karma Phaladata have to be different. The doer of the action itself decides the result of the action. Then there will not be any undesired result. Everybody wants success. That doesn't happen. So Karma Karta is Jivaha and Karma Phaladata is Ishvara. They have to be different. And therefore Jiva Ishvara have to be different. If Jiva and Ishvara are not different, then this type of situation we will not experience that one person is Karta and other is Karma Phaladata. For that particular doubt, the answer is given. That Tvatkruta Dvitiya Prashna Ritya. As per the question raised, second question raised by you, Ritya means as per. Means the way you have raised the question, the way you have mentioned in the question, second question raised by you, Jivaha karmopasanayoho karta na. Here we have to understand properly. Jiva means the entire Jiva. The entire Jiva is not the karta of karma and upasana. Means both the aspects of Jiva are not the karta of karma and upasana. That is why, if you remember, we had seen when we say Jivaha karta, there also we have to do lakshana. We think, oh, Jiva karta, what is there? Vachyartha? No, Jiva karta, there also technically we should do lakshana, but generally we pass it. Because Jiva is karta, in that we don't have objection. So when people say Jiva is karta, they understand only Chidabhasa. Therefore, if Jiva is considered to be karta, means they understand Chidabhasa, Antakarana. Therefore, we don't do lakshana. But technically, there also lakshana is there. Siddhanti mate, there also lakshana is there. Why? Because entire Jiva is not a karta. That is what is said here. Jivaha karmopasanayoho na karta. Means entire Jiva. Both the aspects of Jiva, Kutastha Chaitanyam and Chidabhasa, both of them, each one of them is not the karta of karma and upasana. Similarly, Napi Ishvaraha Tat Phaladata. Total Ishvara means Ishvara in terms of this Shuddha Chaitanyam and also Chidabhasa, both of them, each one of them is not Phaladata, is not the giver of the result of action. That means karma, karmopasana. Karmopasana Phaladata Ishvaraha, the total Ishvara, the entire Ishvara is not karma Phaladata. Kintu Tau Chidabhaso eva. But only Chidabhaso eva tau means the two Chidabhasa alone are karta and karma Phaladata. Alright. Or we say Kintau tau Chidabhaso. Those Chidabhasa alone are karma karta, karma Phaladata. So by word tau itself, you can understand karta and phaladata, or you add, you supply. But idea is that Chidabhasa aspect of Jiva and Ishvara alone are karta and karma phaladata. And that he himself explains. Sagravakya is that. Therefore he said, Jivagata abhasamshaha karmopasanadi karoti. Abhasa aspect, amsha means aspect or part. Abhasa part of Jiva karoti, does karmopasanadi, karma, upasana, etc. Now, etc. Everything is covered. So we have to say Shravanadi, we have to say something. Karoti, Shravanadi also that only does, no, Jiva. And Ishvaragata abhasamshaha phalam dadati. At least here he did not say phaladi. So abhasa aspect of Ishvara, he gives the result of karma and upasana. And here adipadena laukika karma, we can say. Karma means shastriya karma, upasana of course shastriya, and adipadena laukika karma. Alright, karoti. And jiveshwaranugata chaitanyamshaha tu katakasham mahakashavad bhedashunyaha. Whereas the chaitanyamshaha, the consciousness aspect obtaining in Jiva and Ishvara is bhedashunyaha, is free from any division. Like what? Katakasha and mahakasha. The pot space and the total space, there is no difference whatsoever. In Mandukya it comes that akashavat atma akashavat jivehi Gatakashe rivoditaha. Gatakashe rivoditaha. I think. Gatakashe rivoditaha. Gatavaccha sanghataha. Gatavaccha sanghatehi. जातो एतन्निदर्शनम. All right. So it is ताजा है. So Ghatakasha, Mahakasha are not having any essential difference. Name difference is there, function difference is there, but essentially they are one and the same. Ghatakasha, Mahakasha are same. Therefore he said Ghatakasha, Mahakashavat Bheda Shunyaha. They are different. They are bereft of, devoid of, free from Bheda. So Chaitanyamsha obtaining in Jiva and Ishvara is free from any division, like the Akasha, Ghatakasha and Mahakasha are free from any difference. Itham, in this manner, means Chaitanyamshasya Bheda Shunyatva. That is the meaning of Itham. In this manner, there is no difference in the consciousness aspect. Jiva Brahmanoho Ekyam Siddhyati. So Itham is Chaitanyamshasya Bheda Shunyatva. That is the meaning of Itham. Since there is no difference in the consciousness aspect of Jiva and Ishvara, therefore there is Ekyam, oneness of Jiva and Brahma. What our message is that what really Jiva is consciousness, and what Ishvara really is consciousness, and in that there is no difference. So what Jiva considers oneself to be, there is a difference, and what Ishvara knows himself, there we don't say consider. What Ishvara considers himself to be, there in, and what he knows himself to be, there may be difference. But what really Jiva is, what really Ishvara is, there is no difference. What Jiva think of himself and what Jiva thinks of Ishvara, there is a difference. But what Jiva is, what Ishvara is, in that there is no difference. Ataha, therefore means Jiva Brahmanoho Ekyam Siddhyati Yataha Ataha. Since Jiva and Brahma are established to be one from the standpoint of consciousness, which is the real drashti. Ataha, therefore, aham brahmasmi iti eva tvam vijaniyaha. This vidiling, vijaniyaha, agnadhatu. May you know, therefore, may you know, aham brahmasmi, I am Brahma, iti vijaniyaha. Atra, and he clarifies here. Atra, here means in this Mahavakya. Aham brahmasmi iti Mahavakye. Aham shabdarthaha kutasthaha iti. The meaning of the word aham here, shabdartha should be understood lakshyartha. The implied meaning of the word aham is kutasthaha, changeless consciousness. Brahma iti cha, Brahma shabdarthaha Mahakasha samataya ukta lakshyartha bhuta shuddha chaitanyam iti cha avehi. So when you say aham brahmasmi, you understand aham to be kutastha chaitanyam. Mean you take lakshyartha. Don't hold on to vachyartha. Even though vachyartha seems to be very dear. You know why dear? Because it is functional, transactable. And Jiva has got a lot of vasana for transactability. See, in Advaita also, we keep telling that when you understand yourself to be Advaita, then Swamiji, everything will disappear. No, it will not disappear. It will remain. Only thing you will know it to be Mithya, then okay. So, but suppose it is told that it will disappear. Hardly anybody will come. No, Swami, sab to last pe auga. See, really, that is the test of Vairagya. Really, if Dvaita is disappearing, am I ready? If you are ready, then only you are Pakka Advaiti. Am I ready? It is not happening, but if it is happening, am I ready? No, sorry, that is too boring. I mean, it is creating little, fear, or then means Advaita Nishtha is not there. Means whether Dvaitam appears or not, it is not my concern. Then only Advaita Nishtha comes. We want the discounted Advaita. But Swami, sab rahega. Some people, you see, sannyasa nowadays people take because after sannyasa also you can have bank balance, you can have all this. But suppose he said, no, you, if sannyasa means you have to give up everything. And so then baad mein dekhenge. That's what it is. Anyway, so here this Advaita in the Aham Brahmasmi, Aham Shabda is Kutastha Chaitanya. And so Shastra says when Aham Brahmasmi as a Tattvamasi, when you hear, you understand as Aham Brahmasmi. In that Aham, when you use the word Aham, don't hold on to that Chidabhasa, which you are used to and which you like to. But then you will not be able to appreciate oneness. Therefore, Aham Shabdarthaha Kutastha. That's what I was saying. That when Aham Brahmasmi use, then Aham should mean Kutastha Chaitanya, not Chidabhasa. And Brahma Shabdarthaha, the meaning of the word Brahma is Mahakasha Samataya Ukta Lakshyartha Bhuta Shuddha Chaitanyam Cha Avaihi. And may you understand what the Brahma Shabdartha, the meaning of the word Brahma is Shuddha Chaitanyam, pure consciousness, which is Lakshyartha Bhutam, which is in the form of implied meaning of the word Tat, of the word Brahma. And it is Mahakasha Samataya Ukta, and which was mentioned as similar to Mahakasha, the total space. So by word Aham, you should understand Kutastha Chaitanya, and by word Brahma, you understand Shuddha Chaitanya. And then Ahamiti Brahma iti cha Shabdayoho Vachyarthayoho Aikya Sambhave api Lakshyarthayoho Tat Siddhyati eva. So in Aham Brahmasmi, Aham Vachyartha is Chidabhasa or Chidabhasa Yukta Kutastha Chaitanya. And this Brahma Shabda Vachyartha is Ishvaraha. Otherwise called this Maya Sahita, Maya Pratibimbita Chaitanyam. To make it simple, Maya Pratibimbita Chaitanyam or Maya Pratibimbita Chidabhasa is the Vachyartha of Brahma. And Aham Shabda Vachyartha is Antakrana Pratibimbita or Agnan Avidya Pratibimbita Chaitanya. And at that level, there is no Abheda. That's what is said here. Ahamiti Brahma iti cha Shabdayoho. Of these two words, Aham and Brahma. Ahamiti Shabdasya, Brahma iti Shabdasya cha. That is the meaning of Shabdayoho. Of these two words, Aham and Brahma, Vachyarthayoho, Vyadikarana is there. The immediate meaning of these two words, Aham and Brahma. So Shabdayoho Vachyartha is not Samanadikarana. Of the immediate meaning, the popular meaning of the word Aham and Brahma, Aikya Asambhave api. Even though there is impossibility of oneness between the Vachyartha of the word Aham and Brahma. Why it is Asambhava? Because Vachyartha is Antakarana Pratibimbita Chidabhasa and the Maya Pratibimbita Chidabhasa. They cannot have oneness. Because Antakarana Pratibimbita Chidabhasa is Alpagda, that Maya Pratibimbita Chaitanya is Sarvagda. So Abheda cannot be there. So Aikya Asambhave api Lakshyarthayoho, of the implied meaning, which is Shuddha Chaitanyam, Tat means Aikyam Siddhyati eva. The oneness is definitely established. Alright. Now he said, so acha to dono hai. So Vachyartha if I take, then Bheda is there. Then Lakshyartha is take, Abheda is there. So which one should I take? I like Vachyartha. So Bheda is there. So I can worship Ishvara, I can enjoy the beauty of Ishvara. If I become one with Ishvara, then no, what is that? Which is Swamiji used to say this argument of some people, I do not want to be Sugar Krishna. I want to enjoy Sugar Krishna. Similarly, I do not want to become one with Ishvara, I want to enjoy Ishvara. The Bhuktrutva is so powerful The obsession with Bhoktrutvam is so powerful. And therefore person, he doesn't like that I will become one with Ishvara. What is the use I become one with Ishvara? And therefore person may say that how about they both are right? No? Vachyartha Drishtya Bheda also is there, Lakshyartha Drishtya Abheda also is there. So can I take Vachyartha only, Bheda only? Abheda I don't like. I Abheda is only when I go to the class. So once in a while I will refer to it. I will just remember the Abheda also is there. Like certain books also there, but not studied. There, yeah, it's there. So similarly, some books we don't study. They are just there. So similarly, the Advaita, can I keep it like that? So Guruji said, no. Hey Somya, oh my dear, what is called good looking one? Yavat aham brahma iti aparoksha sakshatkarah tava dradhatarah na jayate tavat dukkha dainya bhayadikam tvam na jahati. He says, Yavat, as long as tava for you, dradhatara sakshatkaraha, very firm appreciation of very aparoksha sakshatkara, very dradhatara, very firm aparoksha sakshatkara means immediate appreciation of what? Aham Brahma. Immediate appreciation in the form of I am Brahma. Aparoksha, why it is called? Because I am not looking upon Brahman as the object. Tad Brahma is a paroksha sakshatkar or paroksha jnanam. And aham Brahma is aparoksha sakshatkara. So Brahma asti, that jnanam is called paroksha jnanam. Brahma asmi, aham Brahma is aparoksha jnanam, or sometimes use the word aparoksha sakshatkara. So as long as the firm appreciation, firm immediate appreciation that I am Brahma is not born for you, tavat, so long, dukkha dainya bhayadikam tvam na jahati. The pain, helplessness, fear, adipadena, jealousy, na jahati, will not abandon you, will have permanent stay. They will be your permanent guest. They will always remain. Either bhaya will be there, dainyam will be there, dukkha will be there. Shokasthana sahasrani, bhayasthana satani cha. Divase divase mudham panditam yanti panditam yati divase divase mudham nayanti kinchit panditam. One word is there. So what is the meaning? Shokasthana sahasrani, the avenues for grief. Bhayasthana shatanicha, hundreds of avenues for fear. Divase divase yanti mudham, they come to this deluded person. Not to panditam, but to a wise person, they do not come. If you say, no, Swamiji, I like the dukkha. Some people say that. Swamiji, little bit dukkha is good. So, dukkha, dainya, bhayadikam. Without Swamiji pain, they have philosophy also. Swamiji, without pain, we will not appreciate the importance of sukha. So, they say, Swamiji, pain. But pain is not taking your permission. How much pain? It's not like a lemon juice, this much 2 drops dalenge. So, it's if it is like that, okay, so much sukha. I mean, that also is not a correct thing, but perhaps, we will have. So, whenever you are bored with sukha, then you can have 2 drops of dukkha. But it's not like that. It is like some bottle you open, full thing comes out. That is one thing. And other thing is, it is not really we are bored with sukha. In fact, sukha is that with which nobody is bored. That is called sukha. If you are bored with something, it is not sukha itself. So really speaking, nobody is bored with sukha. You can be bored with a particular situation which was looking sukha earlier. You can be bored with situation which you thought earlier as a sukha, and it remains that situation, and you said, I am bored with. You are not bored with sukha. You are bored with the situation where there was a superimposition of sukha. So this philosophy that no, you should have some dukkha, etc. It is like a, you know, in Hindi they say, Madhuri ka naam Mahatma Gandhi. Have you heard this? Means you are helpless and you say, no, I believe in Satyagraha, I believe in this, all this. Really, you can't do anything, and therefore you say, no, I am doing Gandhigiri. This is not Gandhigiri. So similarly, anyway, you have dukkha. And so you want to have some positive attitude. It's nice thing that we don't deny. Instead of crying and feeling very bitter about it, this is a nice attitude. But that is not really representing your heart. You are somehow managing. चलो ये ठीक हुआ ऐसे मना लेते हैं. So here he says, as long as you do not appreciate I am Brahma, dukkha dainya bhayadikam tvam na jahati, would not abandon you, will not leave you. And therefore, swaswarupat bhinnataya paramatmanah jnanam evate bhayahetuhu bhavati. He says the knowledge of Paramatma as different from one's own swarupa, te bhayahetu bhavati. He becomes the cause for fear. Means you say, what really I am different from Paramatma. Swaswarupat bhinnataya Paramatma. Paramatma is different from my swarupa, means Jiva swarupa. If you take it that way, means what really I am is different from Paramatma, or Paramatma is different from what really I am. This type of knowledge of Paramatma, bhayahetur bhavati, is the cause for fear. Even these devotees have fear that Bhagavan will be displeased with me. They have fear. Somebody was telling me in Bangalore, that one lady, that Swamiji, I feel that now for last few days my Bhagavan is not happy with me. I don't know what, Swamiji, I am giving Nevedyam, I am dressing or whatever. So when this Veda Buddhi is there, that type of the Bhaya, Dainyam, etc. will happen. Bhagavan will get angry with me. That will be there. But generally we don't talk so much about this, because with great difficulty this person has developed devotion. And we talk about that devotion also is not the solution, then devotion also Bhaya, etc. is there. He doesn't like. And whatever by chance he takes it seriously, then whatever bhakti has may go away. So bhakti will go away and Advaita Jnana will not come. Ubhaya Brashta he will be. Therefore generally we don't talk so much about it. But since topic has come, we have to tell. So that swaswarupat bhinnataya paramatmanah jnanam eva te bhayahetuh bhavati. Udaramantaram kurute atha tasya bhayam bhavati. Udaram means alpam api. Ud means api. Aram means alpam. I always have to scratch my head. Ud is api or ud is alpam. So now I will remember that they are in opposite order. So Uta means api and Aram means alpam. So api alpam is there. Really speaking. And also we have to remember that Udaram doesn't have any meaning with stomach. If you see in the dictionary Udaram, so Udaramantaram Kurute means stomach. Even if you make the stomach distance, what is stomach distance? There is no stomach distance. So Udaramantaram Kurute, even if you do little bit, Ut means api, Aram means alpam, Udaramantaram Kurute, Athatasya bhayam bhavati. Then for that person there will be fear. Even there it is said, Tatveva bhayam vidusho manvanasya. So amanvanasya, who does not accept non-difference, even though he is a vidushaha. One interpretation Bhashyakara gives two. So one is, even a person is a very learned person, but he is making this difference, that I am different, Ishvara is different, then bhayam bhavati. For that person also bhayam. That's why great scholars they are, but so much fear will be there. Ityadi shrutehe. Because of this shruti, this idea is established that if Paramatma is understood to be different from oneself, then that knowledge of Paramatma bhayahetu. Tasmat, therefore, aham brahmasmi iti eva tvam vijaniyaha. Therefore means, Since right knowledge alone will make you free from samsara, and wrong knowledge, the Bheda Jnanam, will not make you free from samsara. Therefore, Aham Brahmasmi iti eva. I am Brahma alone. In this manner, Tvam Vijaniyaha. May you understand. Alright. At least the sadhaka, when he is assimilating, this Aham Brahmasmi idea can at least visit his mind. Aham Brahmasmi. And when you say Aham Brahmasmi, does it, what type of this attitude, what type of this mind frame you have when you have got Aham Brahmasmi? It looks very thrilling, or it looks frightening, or you said what is this? It's one theory. What type of approach you have towards Aham Brahmasmi, that decides your evolution. We need not be judgmental about it, but it shows that Aham Brahmasmi, is it looking like a fact? Like somebody is saying, you are a human being. So, you are a human being. Is it like that? That's a very good thing. Aham Brahmasmi, kya bar bar bolte? I am Brahman only. Does it look like that? That is a Jnana Nishtha. It need not be told. If somebody tells me every day, hey, Swamiji, you are a teacher, you are a teacher. Hey, good teacher बोले तो थोड़ा भी लगेगा कुछ. टीचर वो भी नहीं लगना चाहिए. So similarly, how when I Aham Brahmasmi sentence, first of all, does it come to your mind every day? कि नहीं स्वामी जी हम तो इतना बिजी रहते हैं. आई एम सो बिजी स्वामी जी, आई एम सो बिजी. वही थॉट आता है. Who am I? I am busy. Or I am suffering. I am victimized, Swamiji. So what type of thought comes associated with Aham? At least once in a while, does it Aham Brahmasmi, does it visit your mind? And when it visits, then how do you feel about it? शास्त्र में ऐसा बोलते हैं. In Shastra it is said like this. But even if you say Shastra it is said, and one day at least I will make it a fact for me. And make it a fact means I will see it as a fact. I would love to see this as a fact. That is a very good growth. And as I told you, people, yes, it is a fact. Atra kinchidapi chintaniyam nasti. That is Jnana Nishtha. Yes, it is there. I am Brahman. अभी उसमें कुछ समाचार नहीं है. That is a fact. Nothing else is to be done. And another thing also is not that Aham Brahmasmi, now he has washed away his hands for Aham Brahmasmi and other things. He said, yes, it is a fact and I am saying it. And Prarabdha is unfolding whatever it unfolds, and this fact continues to be there in the mind. Then it is Jnana Nishtha. Alright. Iti evam tvam vijaniyaha. Now, so with this, Jiva Brahma Aikya topic is completed. And in that, mainly two questions were there. One was Swarupa Bheda, Jiveshwara Bhedaha. That doubt was answered by saying that there is no difference in the Swarupa of Jiva and Swarupa of Ishvara, because both of them are Chaitanya Swarupa. And the Dvasuparna Sayuja Sakhaya answered because Dvasuparna Sayuja refers to the Kutastha Chaitanya, Chidabhasa. They have got difference, but out of them one is Mithya, other is Satyam, and the Satya Kutastha Chaitanya I am. And the Karma Kanda, Upasana Kanda will be invalid. That's not a problem, because Mithya Chidabhasa is there for this Mithya Shastra. So there is no problem. So all answered. So Jiva is Brahman. So Guru must have asked, are you convinced Jiva is Brahman? He said, yeah, Jiva is Brahman. I don't have any doubt regarding that. But something related doubt is coming. What is related doubt? Which is the doubt of many people. What is it? Aham Brahma iti jnanam kasya iti vichara. Aham Brahma, okay, I think he is okay. I don't have any doubt. I am Brahman only. because you explain me so much. I am this. I don't have courage to ask question about it. So much you have explained. So बस अभी पूछूंगा नहीं. So I will not ask. But this question comes. What aham brahma iti jnanam kasya bhavati? I am Brahma. This knowledge happens to whom? Iti vicharaha. In this manner, this analysis there. This type of analysis there. So, this I am Brahma. This knowledge happens to whom? In this regard, there is analysis. Okay. And he said it is not for this question there is no easy answer, because the Ubhaya Pasha Rajju is there. That this Jnanam happens to Kutastha or happens to Chidabhasa. Both ways problems are there. That's what our Tattva Drishti is asking. Tattva Drishti Prashnaha. The question of Tattva Drishti. What is Tattva Drishti? Bhavi Drishtya. Or Tattva Drishti, he means his focus is only on Tattva. He wants to attain Tattva. Therefore Tattva Drishti. Tattva Drishti Prashnaha. Question. Hey Swamin, because he says Soumya, so he also has to say something. No? Hey Swamin, oh Swamiji, we have to translate like this. Oh Swamiji, oh Master. Swamin means oh Master. Aham Brahma iti jnanam kasya jayate? I am Brahma. This knowledge is born to whom? We generally don't think about this. See, jnanam will be born to me only. If Devadatta studies Vedanta, knowledge will happen to Devadatta. If I study Vedanta, then I will have knowledge. He said that is not that easy. That who is that I? Which aspect of I will have this knowledge? That is the question. Rupaya etat me vaktum arhasi iti. He says, Krupaya, by grace, please. I mean, Krupaya English we translate as please. With your grace, by grace. Etat me vaktum arhasi. Please tell me this. Means you should tell me, but I request you to tell me. That is how we translate. Etat me vaktum arhasi. You are requested to tell me about this. Iti, in this manner, prashna. Iti tattva drashti prashna. We have to do anvaya with the title. Iti tattva drashti prashnaha. Okay. Now, prashnasya ayam abhipraya. Tattva drashti is not like an ordinary student. So he will not have this, oh, Devadatta study, Devadatta will have knowledge. That's very clear. In that he doesn't have question. His question is deeper. Prashnasya ayam abhipraya. The intended idea conveyed by this question is this following. Prashnasya of the question, abhipraya, intended idea. Intended idea of the question asked is this, means the following one. Acha, what is that? Aham Brahma iti jnanam kim kutastasya jayate uta chidabhasa vishishta buddhehe. This knowledge, I am Brahma, kim, whether kutastasya jayate, is born to kutastha, uta, or chidabhasa vishishta buddhehe, or for the intellect endowed with chidabhasa. Either, because generally we say the knowledge is born to buddhi only. So either buddhi has got jnanam or kutastha has got jnanam. Now out of these two, both have got problem. The first one has problem. What? Yadi kutasthasya iti uchyate tada vikari syat kutasthaha. Yadi, if jnanam, we have to supply. Yadi jnanam kutasthasya. The jnanam is for the kutastha, or jnanam is born to kutastha. Iti, the changeless consciousness. Iti, in this manner uchyate, if it is told, tada, then kutastha vikari syat. Then changeless consciousness will be changing consciousness. Why? Because you are saying jnanam jayate. Jnanam is born. And born means is a vikara. And wherever vikara takes place, that place also should be vikari. Upayan apayan dharmo dharmaha vikaroti hi dharminam. Wherever arrival and departure of something is there, then vikara will be there. See, pencil, it comes here, some vikara happens here on the table. It goes away, some vikara happens. Weight will all so much happen. We are not seeing. Nothing happens. आया गया क्या हुआ? नहीं happens. So if jnanam is happening to Kutastha Chaitanyam, then Kutastha Chaitanyam will not be Kutastha Chaitanyam. It will become Vikari. Because Datrutvam kim Jnanam kasya jayate means kahak data iti prashna. Datrutvam kim Jnanashrayatvam Datrutvam. And Jnanam is Vikara Rupa, Vritti is a Vikara. Antakarana Parinamaha is Vrittihi. And so Vritti is a Vikara. And Vikara Ashraya will be Vikari. So Jnanam is Antakarana Vritti and Antakarana Vritti is a Vikara. And therefore whoever gets Jnanam will be what? Vikarashrayaha. And Vikarashraya is what? Vikari. So Kutasthaha Vikari Syat. Be Vikari. And you say, let it be Tathastu. Tathastu iti na vaktavyam. Because if Kutastha Chaitanya is Vikari, then there is no amsha in Jiva which can be equated with Jiva, with Ishvara. Therefore, you cannot say Ishtapati. हाँ वो कूटस्थ बोले बहुत कूटस्थ रहा, अभी थोड़ा विकारी होने दो. कूटस्थ remain कूटस्थ for a long time, let it be vikari. You cannot say like this. Then Jiva Brahma ek dhanam is the basis goes away. Therefore, it is not Ishtapati. That is not told here, but we have to understand. यदि चिदाभास विशिष्ट बुद्धेः इति उच्यते तर्हि तस्य उत्पद्यमानम् अहं ब्रह्म इति ज्ञानं भ्रमरूपं स्यात्. Somebody said, no. Kutastha cannot have jnanam because Kutastha cannot be vikari. Only buddhi is vikari, therefore buddhi has got jnana. You got the answer. No. He said, yadi, if chidabhasa vishishta buddhehe, we have to supply jnanam. Jnanam is born to buddhi which is endowed with chidabhasa. Iti uchyate. If it is said in this manner, means answer is given in this manner, tarhi, then tasya utpadyamanam jnanam. It should be tasya, it should be tasya, it should be. Anyway, of that group, Chidabhasa Vishishta Buddhi, jnanam which is born to that buddhi, what type of jnanam? Aham Brahma iti jnanam. I am Brahma in this manner, this knowledge, Brahma Rupam Syat. If that knowledge will be in the form of Brahma, Brahma means delusion. Why? Because buddhi is not the Kutastha Chaitanyam or this Shuddha Chaitanyam. So buddhi, if it says I am Brahma, then it's a Brahma. Because buddhi is not Brahma, buddhi is a Vikari Padartha. Kutastha Chaitanya says I am Brahma, then it is correct. So who can say, who is supposed to say, does not say, cannot say. And who can say is not supposed to say. That is the situation. So there is a Ubhaya Pasha Rajju. If you say Kutastha, then also problem, Buddhi also problem. More about this we will see in the next class. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha.